sex trafficking. So human trafficking involves the use of force, fraud, or coercion to obtain some type of labor or commercial sex act. So over on the left, we have some statistics. So in 2019, 22,326 trafficking victims and survivors were identified. However, only 4,384 traffickers have been identified. So there's way more victims than traffickers are being prosecuted. So also another interesting fact is that a slave only costs about $90 on average worldwide. So like with the whole Wayfair fiasco a couple weeks ago, everyone thinks that like $10,000 is what it costs to be a slave, but no, it's really less than $100.
So about 26% of the victims say that they were exploited on social media. So we all know how easy it is to post on Instagram or Facebook and tag your location, but think of who's seeing that. Like there might be people that are catfishing or just literally like you don't know who it is and they can see where you are at all times. Around the globe, the whole industry is about $9 to $31 billion. So, I mean, you think like the whole industry's big, but if a slave only costs on average $90, like that's how many people are actually in this and caught into it. Another thing is airports are really common for people to get abducted at. You think you're stressed out, you don't know where you're going, you're in a new place, so it's so easy to be like, hey, like where's parking lot B? And somebody's, oh, I'll walk you to your car, and then you're gone. So it's really easy to kind of get caught up in the moment at times when you're somewhere that you don't know or you're not familiar with. So always have like a buddy with you, kind of like get familiar with where you're going before you actually get there.
We also have some red flags for human trafficking, so what to look for in the victims. There's unexplained injuries, branding or tattoos, so if you're doing an assessment on your patient and you see like a branding or a tattoo, like that's obviously a red flag, and somebody who is with them is probably not leaving the room and they're going to be watching your every movement. Unable to make decisions, and they look at someone who they think is superior to them for approval. They are wearing sexually provocative clothing, and I'm not saying like a crop top in the summer on a beach, I'm saying in the dead of winter, and they're in provocative clothing. That's kind of like a red flag. And claiming they have a very older or more superior to them boyfriend or girlfriend. We also have prevention tips. We have to stay in groups when you're out in public. Be aware of your surroundings at all times. Be aware of other people in your group and where they are, where they are going. If they're talking to someone, even like going to the bathroom, like you should be going with them. Never leave your friends alone.
Another prevention tip is, so like Kara said, on social media, you can make your pages, like if it's Twitter or Instagram, you can make them private. That would probably like be a better thing because it's like that is like worldwide. Everybody sees that. Another prevention tip is trust your instincts. Obviously, like you can get like a feeling that somebody is watching you. Always just travel with a buddy. And another one is use your phone. Allow your friends, family to track your phone. Use GPS. Like everybody almost has a smartphone. There's location devices. Like there's a location thing on there. You can use that. When she said like with the branding and tattoos, usually they'll have like a barcode, and you will actually see it. Usually it's like on the wrist or like up in their, not armpit, but on their arm. And we have a hotline at the bottom. That's Cambria County. And then also, if you use your phone, like there is like a national, worldwide phone number for a hotline.
And it's so real. Like it's right here in Johnstown. It's in Altoona. It's not like it's in some like I don't know Vegas or something. It's everywhere. There was just in 2017 there was a case in Richland actually from a hotel that people were getting taken there. So. Just always be aware no matter where you are. If you guys are here working night shifts, especially like girls, nothing against the guys, but for the girls, like if you want security to walk you to your car, don't be afraid to ask. Like it's better to have somebody walk you than get taken.
Or just call somebody while you walk. Like that is easier too. Just have somebody on the phone.
And always make a scene if somebody approaches you and you don't feel uncomfortable, or if you feel uncomfortable.